between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On play action, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 65 yards. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. On the handoff, Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference stuff. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Allen taking it himself. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throwing into the hands of Pitts here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Now Gordon on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach. It's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team, but on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. 1st down and more for Allen. And down right around the 37. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We own them. Mike, 53. Mike.
To the air, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described him because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, fighting off the defender. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding room to the 20. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 21-yard
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Throwing is Allen. He's got Gordon, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Allen. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. That catch good for only a couple. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of